Alright, y'all butts. It's time for another episode! Oh, wait a minute. I've already been doing this. I was a little confused. I need anything dark gray. Probably obsidian. Put them in these spots. This is what happens when it's been a week since you've last recorded. You forget what you were doing. But this cannot, unfortunately, be an excuse to make more than one episode a week because I have lots of other things I have to do, unfortunately. I'll tell you, I have been tempted, maybe not, to record a few other things, but I wanted to record, and I mentioned this before, the zombie game, but they introduced version 14 of the alpha, and that completely ruined the game. For Max at least. Actually, looking at the comment threads, it ruined it for everybody, but it seems very highly variable. Some people it's fine and great, and other people the game will never ever work. And my experience has been, well, it works, but the graphics are all super messed up. Like the skybox won't render, so you just see copies of trees and stuff in the sky, and it's kind of nasty. So it's unplayable, and it's too bad because I actually kind of enjoyed it. I've gotten re-addicted to the dinosaur one, the Ark. And actually, I couldn't record because the performance was so bad. But recently, the most recent update seems to have introduced some optimizations which actually make it almost playable. Or at least recordable, because unfortunately, recording adds some overhead that slows things down, and if it was only borderline to begin with, there's no way. What story do we have? Listen to story, tell story, view activity. Cool. In the early spring of 52, the Nightmare of Squirming attacked the wordy hammers of the circumstantial corridor, which was us, at Bridged Sears. The goblin A2 Worried Scourge led the attack. This might seem like a strange thing to do, but I'm going to start ripping out all these gates. I'm going to put them back in again, but the problem is I do not have a clear idea now which ones are attached to which levers. I do not know anymore, and that's kind of a problem, which means I am going to have to be careful, though. Let's see, up to the top. No, that's not the top. These ones I can't. So I'm going to have to experiment. I'm pretty sure this one, because it's in the on position, can be removed. But let's just experiment. This one probably is attached to those. So let's see. 2 each. Let's open it up for the briefest of moments and see if magma pours out. Because if it does, then I'll just remove everything else. I wonder how quickly this will happen. Oh, very quick. Alright, nothing happened. So let's get rid of it and try this one. That one's probably the one, because that's... Oh, stray crundles, that's fine. Yep, okay. Close it. Close it again. Somebody quick. Close it. Close it, please, quick. There you go. Okay. I hope nobody was down there. I don't think anybody was down there. It hasn't even fallen all the way to the bottom yet. Yeah, it looks like it'll be mostly safe. It just doesn't have... It can't spread that far, so that won't be a big deal. Let me put some of these in place now. Yeah, bro, it doesn't matter. Just as long as it's dark. Obsidian. Okay, I've already also tested this one right here, AP, to be the front gates. So what I'm going to do, if I can remember, hotkeys. Number F4, change name, gate, lever. Well, gate, but gate. Okay, lever. Okay, and then yes, zoom here. So now, and then let's actually go up. Whoops, wrong. Get out of this. Why the... I have gone brain dead. I have just literally in the last few seconds forgotten. There we go. forgotten how to navigate up and down. No big deal. This is where... Well, I know this is a bit overkill, but... Hot lever... 5. Zoom here. Change. All the thunking behind me is window. Never mind, it's just the window screen. I should probably close the window, but it's really nice out for once. Okay, lever. Lava flow. It's technically magma at this point still, because it's underground, but who cares? I need what space I can get. So lava flow lets it move around. We have a bat who is overcome by terror. Left upper leg is mangled beyond recognition. That's not good. They passed through a series of stone traps after a cage, which did not get them. So I guess the cage had been previously occupied. I do have... Dudes. Wait a minute. Dudes. SAK. Kill! I thought I told him to do this once already, but apparently not. Kill giant bat. Follow. Kill the bat. Kill the bat. That one cat. Don't do that. Yeah. This little tube here exposed to the air, that has to be dealt with. I'm working at it little by little bit. Dudes, are they done? Yeah, they're done. Okay, I totally missed their finishing the job. Okay. I'm going to take this space here. I did it again. You. No, not you. D. There we go. Take this space and make this the room where such controls are controlled. Let's see. Up. I. J for down. Connect it up to the passageway. Hello. I can do this. There we go. And maybe even start to use this as an excuse. I think this is right. Bloop. To begin some areas for staff quarters for this palace, because I say that in that way because what I want really eventually is for there to be sort of a disorganized, more organic village, I guess you could say, on the outside of the castle, and the castle's the only symmetrical bit. I'm really bad at not having symmetry, and I want to try to have a little non-symmetry. Okay, I suppose it's good there aren't too many elves to piss off, though I suppose pissing all elves off is considered by the community a good thing. However, I don't mind them that much. But idiot Kovalite Distinct, the queen, could do without all those creatures and that tangled greenery. That planetary mold. Anyways, within the last season, she was uneasy after being unable to acquire something for too long. Uneasy after the lack of decent meals for too long. Uneasy after being unable to be extravagant for so long. She was bored after a lack of abstract thinking for too long. Bored after being unable to practice a martial art. Okay, so basically, this isn't so good. I mean, euphoric due to inebriation. That sounds good. Not my thing, but sounds good. But I'm going to have to start working more on the queen because, I mean, she doesn't have many things to be happy about. I think I can do something about the bracelets, though. So let's make this one little thing better. And we'll go up to the top where the temporary construction yards and such are. Make a totem. Do we have any horn around here? Decorate with horn? Is that what I actually hit? Cancel task. Add. Make. Oh, interesting little... I didn't know about that. Cloth amulet. Shoot, I already forgot what it was you wanted. N. King. Bracelet. Okay. Let's make some bracelets. Bracelet. Cloth, no. Silk, no. Ivory tooth. Sure, let's make some of those, and we'll make another one over here for no good reason. Amulet, bracelet, ivory tooth. Hopefully we have the supplies. And just in case, actually, process plants. Process plants. We need more of these. Drink fruit. That's good. Process plant. Actually, we have one. Good. Process plants. We have another one. They don't seem to be doing a whole lot of it. Mill plants. Milk animal. Nobody's even tried. Make a totem. Well, UMQ. Fine. 20. Rock. Amulet. No, not amulet. Bracelet. Just make a few of those for no good reason. This may actually be the first time I've seen an outpost liaison, but they are from Ridagoth, Itasishtan, which presumably is the circumstantial corridors. A few years ago, Iriat Kovelite's Distinct became queen of the circumstantial corridor, replacing Nish Templed Lanced. Replacing? I thought, well, maybe there was one. Still, that's news, even though I already knew, except about the Nish part. And now we get to ask for trade. This is also the first time. The traders have come several times, but this is the first I've seen of this. Dinars. Bone Carver withdraws from society. So we're going to get something. Ooh, you know what? While I'm down here, let's put in a few more bits of our wall. Oh, I've got enough Gabbro now. That definitely helps. This is sort of a complicated setup because I have to wait for the walls from the lower, the one below hand, whatever, to enable the one above. How are my quartzite? 5? That's not enough. Crap. I'm going to have to go looking for and prioritize the construction of some quartzite because I want consistency, you know? All right. Looking much closer. Let's prioritize the smoothing of a few spaces so that we can put things like beds in these. I actually believe that you can smooth the floor under certain pieces of furniture, like beds, but the thing is, even if that's the case, you won't necessarily know whether or not you've done it, so might as well just do it first, then you never have to worry. Actually, you know what? That makes no sense. Ignore me. Selling off all the old clothes because somebody... Ooh, trebuchet, shirt. Just because, you know, hey, they're willing to pay. Those ones aren't damaged, but nobody's wearing them. I wonder where they came from. I'm also getting rid of the inexpensive gems and keeping the expensive ones for myself for now. You know what would be nice is if totems were useful. If you could actually place them and they would have a small chance of causing like terror among troops and stuff that came by or any other hostile creature. You know, granted some would be immune, but that would be kind of nice. It would make sense too, because that's kind of what totems are kind of about, I guess, depending on what culture you're from. Let's see, 2677 to dispense with. I got glass enough for now. Clay I want to collect because that's a thing I might want to use someday. I don't see anything useful here. Jasper Vu's dead. Gosh, there are a lot of weird instruments that I've never heard of. They're probably just slight variations on things we're actually familiar with, but just the tiniest bit of difference and from a different place. It has a strange name. Peahen, duck, dog, and backwards, mule, boar. You should be able to train them. Let's do that. Let's get a boa and a sow. And let's see. I'm going to want lots of liquids. Bia, rum, bia, ale. Let's see. Rum. Probably won't be able to get much more than this stuff. Stick your hands up in the air, because this outpost liaison is a badass. In the midst of conflict, I feel no terror. He says he charges at the brewer. Why? Why did he go after the brewer? Probably because he missed and meant for the Crundle. Because look, outpost liaison punches the Crundle in the lower body. Blah. The outpost liaison grabs the Crundle by the tongue with the right lower arm and takes them down by the tongue. Unable to break the grip, the outpost liaison's blah blah blah. Outpost liaison attacks the Crundle. But now outpost liaison withdraws. Oh, it's still there too, I think. How did this Crundle get in there? Did they swim up? No, they couldn't have. Well, maybe they could have. I can't say. There's a whole bunch of them outside. Let's, I mean, they're not exactly dangerous, but still Crundle meat. I mean, Crundle taco salad. Aleth Tetanars has begun a mysterious consultation, which is not actually what I meant to say, but who cares? Let's take a look at what they have. They are using Crundle bone, cloth, or alpaca wool, black cap logs, silver bars, round green zircon cabochon, reindeer leather, tunnel tube logs, obsidian blocks. So quite a lot of stuff. This should be interesting, whatever it is. Well, it didn't take him very long. So he created an Amazon, a Crundle bone figurine. So not terribly useful, but let's take a look anyways. It's probably going to be worthwhile. Crundle bone figurine of Ilral drummed vessel, 46,800. Okay, this is a Crundle bone figurine. Allcraft Dwarf ship. The item is a masterfully designed image of drummed vessel, the Dwarf, and Dwarves and Crundlebone by Aleth Tetanars. I'm almost able to say that now. Is surrounded by the Dwarfs. Artwork relates to the ascension of the Dwarf to the position of Queen of the Circumstantial Corridor in 97. So this is a past event. Well, they're all past events, but you know, it is studded with silver, decorated with black cap and tunnel tube, and encircled with bands of alpaca wool. This object menaces with spikes of Crundle bone and reindeer leather. On the item is an image of snail men in green zircon. On the item is an image of the Trenches book, the jelly opal bound codex in obsidian. Every time I see books like that, it reminds me of Arctic Mud, which, you know, always playing a mage, books were really, really, really important to your character, and I can't help but see that and say, oh man, I want to read that book. Let's see. You made by Ilral. No. Not. Okay, but you're still sitting there, so I'm just curious now. V. Bone carver. Z. I'm just curious. He feels satisfied upon improving bone carving. Bit of a grammar fail. He feels satisfied after creating an artifact. Very good. He is the worshipper, blah, blah, blah. I'm just curious. Likes chromite, lead, pink garnet, crystal glass, jackal leather, guppy tooth. Can you get teeth from guppies? Llama wool, linen fabric, the color saffron, dogs for their loyalty, and the sound of the pristine wonder. Prefers to consume dread wood frog, as do we all. Shad, river spirits, and spinach leaves. Actually, spinach is good. Detests toads. Well, unfortunately, none of that explains anything he did in his artifact. Usually, aren't there supposed to be like a correlation between the two? Like things they like or hate will appear on there? It appears not. Okay, so I've made some progress on the gates. I had to yank out these a second time because I got the stupid things backwards and they would have failed. I'm using magma unsafe stuff for the switch. See, a Gabbro might actually be safe, but I'm just assuming it's not. This one's still being worked on. Is that right? Yes. Okay, it's probably the last step, but these... this is by order of proximity. So this is the furthest away, being those. This is the second, being those. And I'm thinking this might be these two up here, which I'm going to leave open as the last thing I need to do. In particular, though, I need to take some of this stuff out of the duct before it's irretrievable in the future. You know, so I can use it. Let's see what else is going on. I don't think anything untoward has happened in a while. We've got a couple of swans. We got socializing. A couple of visitors, which is good. They'll help protect the bowels from things coming down there. And that's about it. Oh, you know what? I like the green business, but I'm going to yank it out in favor of something else. In part because it's metal and I could rather smelt it if I can help it. But I'm going to put some glass. I've put some already, but that way they can observe the magma levels outside. Granted, it's not actually important, but you know, if you were to imagine it being important, that would be the mechanism by which it would be important. Now I got like 5 of them, so they'll have to be sporadic windows. Let's see. Obsidian. Yes. Obsidian. Bad badness, badding bad battering, bad. Forgotten beast Osta Ozud Lozu has come, an enormous three-eyed sauropod. If I remember correctly, sauropod is different from theropod, and sauropod is the one where it's all four legs are on the ground. Not to say quadruped, but sauropod is in types of dinosaur. You're thinking things like, big long neck things, whatever. It has 3 stubby tails, which is very strange, and undulates rhythmically. Its puce scales are oval-shaped and overlapping, beware its poisonous gas. And that is concerning. Poisonous gas is not good. Wow, they haven't moved many of these upstairs yet, have they? Well, dang it. Oh. Is my door gone? Somebody broke down my door, and when did that happen? Trader gives into pain. Oh, no! Oh, you know what, though? There's also... Are there 2 ways up? I'm not sure if there are 2 ways up at all. Let's go. F2... F3 is what I want, yeah. So he's down here. Wait a minute. Yes, so it looks like there's a way all the way down to the 3rd. So he could come up either way. Well, he came for the door. I got people running. People were coming down. There's probably going to be a massacre. It'd be nice if these guys would help. Wait a minute, where are they? Oh, wait, here we go. There's a couple of human... But I can't really coerce them to help this early on, not until they've become citizens. So... You know what? Screw you guys. I'm leaving. See you next episode.